I will, without any waste of time, go to a iconic person of our history, person who has fought since she was a very young woman and whom most of us have held in extreme admiration. Um, so all our lives, we are all white haired now. So let me give you all the iconic revolutionary freedom fighter Leila Khaled, who through many decades remains a legend, has shown undaunting courage to fight the imperialists, the Zionists, not only for the liberation of Palestine, but the liberation of all humanity. With that, welcome, Leila. Thank you very much for willing to be with us again. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Today, this night, I did not sleep. None a minute of time to sleep because my people in Palestine, in Gaza, they are turning our enemy, turning them from human beings as if they are cultivated by a bulldozer. This is what's happening until now. Until now, 5 massacres. Uh, they massacred people in a very brutal way, as always you hear. But this night they escalated the bombing and putting the people in one corner. They tell the people, go out of your houses or from your rubble houses, go out that way. They go, they sniper them. This is what's happening all night, and especially at night, they attack brutally. They use those bombs that turn the soil up and the people go down. This is the way they are killing our people, in spite of 13 days without food in all Gaza. No food, no water. I have told you about that in the first session, and mostly they are children. Can you imagine how can we sleep while our people are sleeping under their rubbles? And they died because of starvation. The statistics now about Gaza, there are 150 killed. It was 50, but last night they killed 100,000 people. Until now, they couldn't bring them up. Uh, this means that this state of genocide, they know how to make genocide against other people, and they are not up to reach their humanity. They have no humanity. It's not in Israel. It's not only the government. It's not only the army. It's also the society. They showed us how much they were happy because they considered themselves that they assassinated Sinwar, as what they have did to the leader of the revolution, the leader of resistance, Sheikh Hassan Nasrallah in Lebanon. They killed him. They say they killed him, but we are not sure. I think now we are sure. We have the facts. The same thing with Sinwar. Sinwar is the chief of Hamas now after the killing of his general secretary in Tehran, Sheikh Haniyeh. And Now they don't want to see anybody on earth, on the ground in Gaza. That's why they evacuated people by force to leave their houses or what remained from their houses. And then they killed them. So people decided. And from yesterday, I received uh, the new facts that we are not seeing. They are saying we are not going to leave because we are dying every day. Let them kill us. It's enough. So I can't continue with you the conversation and the analysis about how imperialism deal with the whole world and what they have gained to do it. They initiate wars to get the resources of nature, not only oil, but also other things. But in Gaza, 100% people are unemployed. They don't have work. They just go volunteers to help. Even the hospitals tonight, they also bombarded the uh, hospital, one of the hospitals that was working in the north. In the north, there are 700,000 people. Where to go? No safe place. No safe place. That's why I am involved totally, every cell of my mind, of my heart, of my body is crying. I feel I'm crying, but I don't cry. I couldn't cry. I feel my heart is crying now. And what to do? This question every day I ask myself, what am I doing to Palestine? What am I doing to my people? Whatever in my hand, but we will depend on you also, all of you. There is a role for us as human beings with progressive ideas to defeat this beast in the White House and in Tel Aviv. These are beasts, these are not human beings. They don't deal to humanity in any means, in any way. So Kuhn was writing here that to continue the resistance against imperialism and Zionism. This is the target for us. So I ask you again to show your solidarity in your countries by taking the streets to pressure your governments if they are have a bit of humanity. I don't think so. But let's do what can we do now in all our countries to go back to the streets to call just pressure the beasts in Tel Aviv who are killing the children every day, killing, killing, killing. It's blood. It's blood. This is not a film. This is not a Hollywood film. Even if they want to make a film like this, they cannot do it as a film because it's so unhuman to the extent that we feel ourselves that we are doing nothing. But whatever in our hands, we are doing it. Imagine when I send them money for the children to have milk or to have water, clean water, they don't have it. They don't have it. This war is something you can't imagine. You can't feel as if it's a nightmare. Every night, children go to sleep on the rubbles and under the ceilings that is a part of the rubble. They go and sleep there. Winter is coming. You know what they told me? Why are you sending us money? For many, many I sent to. Hmm? And these are donations from the people. They say there is nothing to buy. We need to sleep safe. We need life. Now we don't have the resources of life that all other peoples of the world have: food, water, medicine, nothing now. And last night, in the early uh, hours of the night, a woman was calling and she was asking God, why? What did we do? I lost all my family. Do you want more? Imagine, I lost my husband, my sisters, my brothers, my sons and daughters. Do you need my soul? Take it, please. I don't need any more. This makes a human being alert, nervous, angry, sad, all these يعني, all these feelings of suffering they are calling us, or you. First, I think to act not only as a teaching, but what role can we play? Go to the streets. Once again, it's not, and it doesn't hurt you. And instead, you are supporting people under genocide. They are losing life there. So uh, Netanyahu, the prime minister, as they say, of Israel, says, I want by this war to change the Middle East. Change it by what? By force, with the help, as you know, Americans, the European governments, the West in general, is doing what they shouldn't do to support this beast, these criminals, war criminals in Tel Aviv, with Netanyahu on top of them. And when he went to the United Nations, for one day, just to deliver a speech, he showed the United Nations in its it's for in always in September they have a meeting in the United Nations and to deliver speeches. What did he say? Israel has no space. We need a space. We want to expand. And he showed them a map, a big Israel, a great Israel. Nobody told him anything. People delivered also speeches in the United Nations. Now, this United Nations, I think they lost also their humanity. They know very well what is Israel doing. Israel considers itself above international law. And he also said, I don't care if the United Nations want to punish us through the International Court of Justice. We will fight alone. And I don't care about the this system of United Nations. Until now, Netanyahu and his gang are not punished for what they are doing. Until now, how can you expect to see these courts to be just to us? So this means that we have to do something. For example, we were discussing the issue of making a tribunal to judge the war criminals in Tel Aviv and America. This is a new way. We can ask some people to join this and to bring the witnesses and to have a prosecutor in the same thing as a court. And but it's a popular one. If your government accept, they can join you. You are not holding arms. You are speaking to the world that these people are criminals and the victims need help. Even though every time Guterres, the General Secretary of the United Nations, say we should, Israel has to open the borders to give human aids, food and water, milk for children, because nothing in the north, and they don't want, Israel doesn't want to leave the no, the north of Gaza Strip. They had a barrier now called the Tsarim barrier. This is a military thing, and they cut the Gaza into north and south. But the main thing, Israel is looking for the gas and the petrol on the in the Sea of Gaza. Not only they don't want the people to live, but also to take the resources. They are like Dracula, really. They are still making children die from burning them. I don't know if have you seen that. And the people want to help them, they couldn't help them because it is phosphorus. So it is they cannot yani, throw water on the while we were seeing the children screaming because they are burned. How can we continue this life without struggle? We need all the help for this genocide to stop and to stop ceasefire, to call for that and to ask also other people to do the same thing. And then we use another means. It's a peaceful means. It's boycott, divest, sanctions against Israel. We have to go for that, and it's working now in the world. Among the peoples of the world, we know the peoples of the world expressed its solidarity to our people. But genocide is going on in Palestine. How can we stop it? We have to go for every means in our hands, in your hands. Any kind of initiative can help. Can help. Not it's not only 1 day or 3 days. Now it has been for 1 year, and over that they say we are going. Those who will not abide by our laws, they deserve death. And only three scenarios. First, to leave. A part of the people should leave. They mean all of the people to leave. Where to leave? The idea of leaving the country is not in the minds of our people. They don't leave their land. They don't leave their houses, even if it's rebels. Israel is burning the nylon uh, tent. It burns also, and people die of burning, not only under the rubble. Maybe you will say, every time you will say the same thing. No, this time is crucial. It's crucial, really. They assassinated our people, assassinated our leaders, whether in Lebanon or in Palestine or in Yemen, because the Americans and the British are also attacking Yemen for its help to us. So let us think all together that we can make one day for the children, to support the children to live as all children of the world. One day for women, one day for the prisoners. We don't know anything about more than 10,000 now in prison. We don't know what they are doing with them. I tell you one incident. One of our comrades, she is an activist and she is very strong woman. Her name is Khalida Jarrar. She is a member of PLO and PFLP and uh, uh, the Legislative Council in Palestine. She was taken to prison for 4 years, every 2 years. And her daughter died outside in the house. They did not allow her to see her. So when she was free, that was 2 years ago, she didn't find her daughter. She just, and the Israelis did not allow her to farewell, to give her a farewell or a hug. They refused. And she came directly uh, to her grave. Now she's again in prison. She is in a cell with no oxygen, no, only there is a small hole near the door, the under the door of the cell. And she says, I'm dying every day because they allowed her lawyer to visit her. She didn't visit her. She was out behind the metallic and very strong cell door. And from the hall, she told her, tell everybody, I'm now having oxygen. If I sleep, I will die because I need this oxygen where I'm talking to you. And now we don't know anything about her. Many died in prison now because of starvation also and torture. All these things, Israel is doing it and nobody is punishing her. Why? Which means something to us. They, as if Israel is going to control the whole world. They don't listen to anybody. So even oxygen, they are not giving it. They don't want to give Walid Daqqa, the man who was for 38 years in prison. He died, but they didn't give his corpse to his wife and child. They said he will be here until forever. And this is the court who decided that. Not only Walid Daqqa, who is a thinker, who is a writer, who is a novelist, and he's a prisoner since 1986 until now. And even they did not release his body to his family. This is happening. And now there will be other happening, every day happening. Things they want to kill our spirit of resistance. They want to kill it in our minds. To say, if you resist, it means you are bound to death. We will kill you. This is what they say to us. So I'm going to stop until here because really This is what in our hands to tell you about, to know, to make initiatives to keep the world moving, to keep the streets moving, and to put pressure on the governments, yes, on the parliaments, if you have parliaments, to do what you think is right for humanity. Gaza will not die. Gaza will be free. But until then, they are paying the tax of blood. Until that, they are ready for it. But we have to show our solidarity in many ways. Thank you, comrades. I know that you know everything now by now, but at the same time, we need the, to implement the saying, deeds do more than words. Let's go to action by all means. Thank you very much. Thank you, comrades. We now in a stage of our liberation struggle. We are under occupation. So what to do? We have to be united in the field, and whatever ideology you have, that is with the resistance of our people or other peoples of the world. We have to be united. Whatever, this is not the time for speaking about ideologies, although everyone has his own ideology, whatever. It is scientific, it's religious, whatever. In Vietnam, the priests used to burn themselves against the intervention of the United States. But they could make a front from all factions in the country. For us, all factions should be holding arms, and they are holding arms. They are together in the field all the time. But because Hamas declared that in 7th of October that we are going for our liberation, all the factions who hold arms are united in the field. It's the same applicable issue for in every country. The people should have their people united according to a program. For us, the beginning of the program is to fight for our liberation, to go for arms struggle. We have used many in our history. Intifada in 1987, it was a historical one, and people of the world saw that. And they began to ask. Now they got the answers because we have accumulated small victories, and now it is the change of the quality of the struggle. Now we are attacked, and we have to be united. Whatever, a Muslim is a human being, is a citizen, and Hamas is one of the components of our people. We cannot say we want that to fight and the other not to fight, whatever. No, we go according to the resistance program where we put the details. But we as a people, we are distributed in different parts of the world. But we are united now. Even we have any kind of uh, uh, ideology, or if we have many some يعني, contradictions, these are secondary contradictions in the society. But when it is the society is targeted, and we have experienced how uh, to face the enemy when we are targeted by them. They are targeting our existence. So we raised the slogan, resistance is existence. Existence is a resistance also. To know that people must be united to see their country liberated. It's for their people don't like to go for wars, but this is a just war. There are a just cause for the people, and there is a fascist and criminal wars done against our people. For this reason, I say that we cannot exclude anyone from resistance until we finish the target of liberation. Then we will decide together what kind of system we need: a democratic one, a, a republic, a kingdom, whatever system our people are, and they pay the price every day, every day. Now it's 100 years for Palestinians, and Hamas is one of the components. I'm in a faction, it's a scientific one, but it doesn't mean that I am now have to go for the secondary contradictions. It's not a contradiction. It's everyone has his own thoughts, and people will accept that. Our people accepted that, and this is unity. We call for unity among the factions, and we call for unity of the people. The most important is the people should be united and not give the enemy to target a part of our people. The Palestinians are not only in Gaza, they are in the West Bank, they are in 1948, and it's outside. We are united now because everyone is saying yes to not only us as a people, everywhere in the United States, and they are organized in Europe. And we have seen that in Japan, people going to the streets also. And we don't have Palestinians there, but they are effective. I think if we pay attention to what's now is planned for us, they will stop the war by all means. I mean, it will not continue. Israel is also has its crisis. We have to depend on that. By more force, by more resistance. We cannot give up. And you shouldn't give up also.
Thank you, Lala. No way. Nobody will give up. And we really hope we will have you in for another teaching. Being with you is such a source of uh, determination. You know, you pass it on. I don't know how you do that, but you do. So thank you
Mm.
so much for your time. And
Thank you.
and
Thank you giving me the opportunity to address you,
no,
my dear.
comrade, always thank you from us for
Mm.
what you have done for the people over the decades. And we wish we the people will be able to end the genocide. Um, with that, I will end this webinar for a new webinar soon. We will be reaching out to more comrades across uh, the axis of resistance, and we hope to get more and more people who can tell us and lead us also in ways of fighting the Zionist, the imperialist. So thank you everybody for your presence. Thank you for your time, and we will fight and we will
Yes,
win. There is no doubt
yes,
about that.
of
So,
course.
yes. Okay, goodbye, friends. Have a safe and good day, everybody. Bye.
Thank you, Azra. Thank you very much,
Thank
my
you.
dear.
Thank you, comrade.
Thank you, Comrade
Thank
Azra, Comrade Laila, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, Leila. Talk with you all later.